Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and on this one I'm going to be showing you the best Samurott build for Raids on Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. This Pokemon is going to have a lot of physical attacking options, so you can just use a variety of moves. To get this Pokemon, you're going to have to either trade for it or do the 7-star raid that's out right now. If you do need a guide for that, I'll put it at the end of the video. It will come with a bug type tera. We're going to be switching that tera to a water type tera. And to do this, you can come over to Medallion East, and then you just want to head this way and hop inside this restaurant right here. Go to the top, speak to this person, and if you have 50 water shards, he will change your Samurott into a water type. So the item we're going to be using is going to be Metronome. What this does is it's a chain item, and every consecutive attack of the same attack you use, you'll get a 20% increase in damage. So if we use, let's say, Razor Shell on turn 1, it'll be 100%. Turn after, it'll be at 120%, and so on until it reaches 200%. And then it'll stay at 200% until it gets interrupted. To get this item, you need to come over to Levincia North, and then you'll just need to head over to the Delibird shop and go inside there. And then you'll be clicking on battle items, scrolling down a little bit, and you can buy the Metronome for 15,000 Pokédollars. After you've bought the Metronome and put it on your Samurott, we're going to be coming to a Chansey supply shop. We're going to be going to this one right here. They are all green and black. And then we're going to be buying 26 HP ups, 26 proteins, and then we're going to be buying an Adamant Mint, which is up in attack, down in special attack. We're going to be a physical attacker because of Swords Dance. So like I said before, up in attack, down in special attack for the nature. Our EVs are going to go into HP and attack, so apply those HP ups and proteins. So you don't really need to worry about max IVs with this Pokemon, because as soon as you catch it at level 100 from the actual raid event, it will be max IVs on every single one of its stats. As you can see right there on the right, it says best on every single one of them, so you don't need to worry about that. If you got this from trading though, and you do need to get max IVs, just visit any Delibird shop, get your bottle caps, and then head up here to Montenevra. There will be someone with an Abomasnow. Just speak to him, he will hype train your Pokemon. Moving on to the ability. If it's the one you caught from the raid, it will have its hidden ability. What you want to do is you want to use the ability patch that you got with the raid on your Samurott to take it to Torrent. This is going to up our water type moves by 50% when we're on a third or lower HP. Going to help massively when we're in a pinch. If you already use that ability patch, then you can just get it from 6-star and 7-star raids just in general. As for the moves, we're going to be running Razor Shell, Swords Dance, Taunt, and Waterfall. Razor Shell is going to be our main attacking move. The reason we're using this, even though it's weaker than, say, Liquidation, is because this move has a 50% chance to lower the opponent's defense. And Liquidation, although it has 10 more power and 5 more accuracy, it only has a 20% chance of reducing the defense. So we're going to be using Razor Shell because that will get us more damage, because we'll decrease the defense more often. Our second move is going to be Swords Dance. It will up our attack by 2 stages every time we use it. Very helpful. Third move is going to be Taunt. This will make it so they can't use any moves like Spore, Thunder Wave, Will-O-Wisp, and stuff like that for 3 turns. And Waterfall will just be an extra move just in case we need it. You can either use Waterfall or Terra Blast or Liquidation. Because we already had a defense reducing move, I wanted to just switch it up and go Waterfall. If you really want though, you can put Liquidation in there. We also have an option of Aqua Cutter, which is 70 power, 100 accuracy, but it has a high chance to crit your opponent. As you probably found out the hard way in the raid event, Razor Shell and Swords Dance we can learn through level up, so once your Samurott is level 100, just relearn them. Taunt and Waterfall we will need to learn through TMs though. To get TMs, just come to any Pokemon Center, come to the green section. We're going to be going over TM77 Waterfall first. It will cost us 8,000 LP, 5 Magikarp scales, 3 Basculin Fangs, and 3 Arrokuda scales. Let me show you how to get these. So what you want to do to get these is you want to come down here. So I'm going to be flying over to Pocopath Lighthouse and just flying down. And once you reach the bottom here, you can find your Magikarps, as you can see right there. So you just want to take those out, and then you will get your Magikarp scales. And then you want to keep going out towards the sea until you reach the South Paldean Sea. And this is where we're going to find our Arrokudas, as you can see right there. So we're just going to take them out, and then we'll get our Arrokuda scales. Now to get our Basculin, you want to go on this stream right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a waypoint here, fly over to the South Province Area 4 Watchtower, and then make my way over. So as soon as you get to the stream, what you want to do is you just want to go in the water, and then you just want to head around this area. And you just want to head upstream, climb the mountain if you need to, and keep heading upwards until you find one. So there's one right there. You can also find Arrokuda here, and now we're ready to go get Waterfall. Now, as for TM87 Taunt, we're going to need 3000 LP, 3 Meowth, 3 Sableye Gems, and 3 Sneasel Claws. We're going to start off with the Sableye Gems this time. So what I want you to do is fly over to Alpha Nada on the map, bottom left corner, and we're going to be heading straight into that cave right over there. So once you get into Alpha Nada Cavern, keep going, and then the first chance you get, we're going to be jumping off the edge right here. And then once you hit the actual bottom, we're just going to be looking around for a Sableye. So there's one right there. We're just going to take that out, and that will get us our Sableye Gems. Next up is going to be Meowth. What you want to do to get Meowth, come to Medali West. And we're just going to be going out until we reach the actual West Province Area 3. And we're just going to be circling the city until we find a Meowth or a Persian. There's a Meowth. Just going to take that out, and then we will get our Meowthers. Next up, and finally, we have Sneasel. To get Sneasel, what I like to do is I like to come right here. So I want you to fly over to Paldea's highest peak, and then just drop down on this side where the river is, and we're just going to be slowly going down till we get to see all the actual spawns. And then whenever we see a Sneasel or a Weavile on our way all the way to the bottom, then we'll just take it out. So we found a group of them right here, so we're just going to take them out, and that will get us our Sneasel Claw, and now we can get into some raids because we've gone over the full build. Before we do that, we've got a Discord server. It's up and running just recently. It's a lot of fun over there. Everyone's welcome. I'd love to see you over there. Let's get into them raids. So we found our first raid. It's going to be a 5-star fire type Houndoom. Let's get straight into it. So for this first raid, I'm just going to show you the basic idea of what you want to do when you get into a raid with Samurott. And this will apply to most, if not all, of the raids you come against. So first turn, if they have a status condition and you know this, use Taunt. Or any moves that could be pretty annoying that aren't attacking moves. So we can't use Will-O-Wisp. This would have been really annoying for us. And then the second move, you will use Swords Dance, and then you will just use Razor Shell. Pretty much all raid from then on out, and you'll have a 50% chance of reducing the defense of the person you hit with it. That time we didn't get it, but next time I would imagine we do get it unless we get really unlucky. Going to use Flamethrower, that's fine as long as it doesn't burn us. It can't use Sunny Day after the taunt, so there is a very small chance that you will actually miss with Razor Shell, which we did just then. So if you were to use a different move like Waterfall instead, or Liquidation for example, that's got 85 power, 100 accuracy, 20% chance to drop the defense, then you can do. I prefer to use Razor Shell though, because it's going to hit most of the time. It's not doing much damage to the actual Pokemon because it's got his shield up, so it's going to use Sunny Day. Right here, we're going to heal up, get rid of that burn. We actually got quite a big heal then, about half of our HP. It's going to use Taunt on us. We're going to use Razor Shell. Should break the shield. It does quite a lot of damage actually, and we've not even terra yet. It's going to use Will-O-Wisp. That doesn't matter at this point. That will cut our attack. We don't need to terrestrialize. We can just finish him off with a Razor Shell. So that's kind of the general idea. Use Taunt if it has any annoying moves. If it doesn't, just go straight into Swords Dance. You can either use one Swords Dance and then attack until you get your Terra. This is the safe way of playing. Or you can use 3 Swords Dance and try and one-shot it after an attack cheat or something like that. You could even use Rain Dance instead of your actual 4th move, and you could use 3 Swords Dance, attack cheat, Rain Dance, and then just try and wipe it. That'll do a load of damage. But I'm going to be playing it the safe way, 1 Swords Dance and then 1 Razor Shell. Let's get on to the second raid. So for our second raid, we managed to find a 6-star rock-type Pelipper, so that's the one we're going to do. Let's get straight into it. So Pelipper activates Drizzle, which will only help us. We're going to use Taunt because it does have Supersonic. It's paralyzed as well because of the belly bolt. Going to use Hurricane. It's going to be able to hit us with pretty much unlimited hurricanes. We're going to use Swords Dance, increase that attack by 2 stages, and then we're going to start to use Razor Shell. So we didn't reduce the actual defense that time. Let's try again. We're here with another Razor Shell, does a bit more damage because of the metronome. It's going to use Hurricane again. So we're going to use Razor Shell again. I don't mind getting taken out here. We do reduce the defense that time, 1 out of 3 times. That's pretty unlucky. We get taken out, but that's okay because now we have our Terra. I did have a feeling that it was going to steal Terra Charge there. That's why I chose to go down. So we're going to terrestrialize and use Swords Dance, just in case the raid does one of them weird things where it just steals your Terra instantly after it's already stole it. So we use the Swords Dance to go on +2 attack. Hopefully it uses Rain Dance. It uses Supersonic, but it misses. Got quite low accuracy. And now we're going to start using the Razor Shells again. It nullifies all the stats on our side, which is unfortunate. Let's see how much damage this Razor Shell does. So it does enough. Do we get the defense drop? We don't. It uses Supersonic. Now we're going to try and go for another Razor Shell here instead of Swords Dance. We managed to get it away. Hopefully we get the defense drop. We don't. We're getting really unlucky this raid with the defense drops. The Pelipper uses agility, so it's most likely going to be faster than us now. Hopefully we break out of confusion this turn. It's going to use Hurricane. It's faster than us now. We did snap out of confusion, and now we use Razor Shell. That's going to be at 140% damage because of the metronome. There's a lot of damage, as you can see, compared to the other 2 times. And then it's going to use Rain Dance because its shield broke. I think I'm just going to heal here and let the AI take it out. We've got a really small heal, but it will be enough. So the Belly Ball ends up taking it out, and the 6-star Pelipper goes down. Didn't really struggle that much. We even got a Solid Herba Mystica, which is great. Let's move on to the third raid. So for the third raid, we have a 5-star ground type Greedent. This Pokemon is just annoying with its stockpile and Bullet Seed and all that stuff, but we're going to get straight into it. So the only setup move it's got really is stockpile. I'm not worried about that too much, so I'm just going to get straight into the Swords Dance. As long as we have Swords Dance, then stockpile isn't much of an issue. Going to use Body Slam. Please don't paralyze. Oh, but the Greedent's paralyzed. And now we're going to start to use our Razor Shells. There's number 1. Hopefully get the defense drop. No, we don't. This move feels like it's a lot less than 50%, even though it's supposed to be 50%. Will that lower? No, even that didn't lower. Some shenanigans going on here. We get hit with another Body Slam. Greedent's paralyzed. It can't move. Is that supposed to be its stockpile? We're going to use a Razor Shell again. There we go. Defense drops. Greedent's paralyzed again. That's what you deserve. This Pokemon just like draws out raids so much. I don't like facing it at all. Not even because it's hard to beat. It just makes them so long. So we're going to Terrestrialize now. Thinking about it now, I could have gone for a free Swords Dance, a power-up from our Cheer and Waterfall to see how much damage we could have done, but it's too late now. We use a Razor Shell, decrease that defense. There we go. That's more like it. It steals some of our Terra Charge. Too late though. Removes negative effects from itself, so that -2 defense that it got from our attacks is gone. It uses Body Slam. We're going to use another Razor Shell. We should be quite powerful now with Razor Shell just because of that metronome. I think that was our 4th one in a row, so that attack would have been at 160% damage. It uses Tail Whip. This Razor Shell should be at 180% damage. Oh, that's a lot of damage. It uses Stockpile, but it's too late for that now. Oh, that was our 6th attack in a row. So that one would have actually done 200%. So this one will do 200% as well, and it will finish off the Greedent. Goodbye, little squirrel. Oh, big squirrel. You know what? That raid, just because it kept getting paralyzed, felt good. We even got 2 Solid Herba Mystica. It's a good day to be in raids. So that's the all-powerful Samurott in raids. It's a really strong Pokemon for raids. I highly suggest you use it. Someone's happy. Don't go over the edge. No! Saved it just in time. I hope you enjoy this build. I would highly suggest using it, and if you need an actual Pokemon to do the Samurott raid, then I'm going to put it on screen right now. This Pokemon is incredible for this raid. It was like this raid was just built for this Pokemon, and I'll catch you on the next one.